Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm just going to use cards today though, and as usual, check into Trump's week. This one is going from the 21st to the 27th of January. Oh my goodness, this month is almost gone. Lordy. Okay, anyway, just want to say hi ahead of time. Let me swap out cameras here and bring you over my table. Be right back. Okay, so first I have to address the issue as to, his hand with the red marks. First I want to find out, is it even true or is it photoshopped? Is it real? Was that his real hand with those red marks? Or is it fake? That's the first question. Okay. So there's the document, the photo itself. The letter would show us that. Okay. The snake. Well, let's just keep going. Here he is. What he cares about. I'm kind of wondering now. Well, okay. So this could be a scam, a fraud photograph, but it also could be a sexual health issue that's being revealed, kind of like pried out into the public. Interesting. The mice can be something very toxic. Here he is. This is on top of him. It's like his public image he really cares about, and money and all of that. So I've got mixed messages here as if it's real. It might be his real hand, but actually I don't know. Let me try another deck. I'd have to say overall there's something tricky going on where somebody's trying to, people are pissed. People have had it with him. People are, even James Carville said that he, I'll just use this deck to check into Trump's health. But even James Carville said, all the research pointed to secondary syphilis, but, he couldn't say for sure. And, with Photoshop these days, it's hard. It's hard to even know. It's those consistent photos where you see the same thing, like his orange makeup, the space around his, like where the light skin is peeping out underneath and from around his eyes, all of those things. Okay, but here, I'll just check in, health issue. Let's just do that. Right there. Okay. All right, so he's climbing somewhere he thinks is important. Oh, actually, well here, I should probably just let me just do the cards first. Oh, goodness. And speak in a moment, because they connect together through the knighting, through the 2 over, 1 up, things like that. Might as well keep going. Yeah, I can fit. Okay, barely. I don't know why things always... It's my camera that I just can't get straight. If I make it look straight, it goes even more crooked. Okay, ooh, kept going. We've got the devil and So anyway, when it comes to a health issue, his heart is under constant stress trying to pump enough blood, right? His heart is always trying to pump enough blood. Here's the tree card is literally about his health. So the cards are trying to tell me that the important health issue is that his heart can't really get enough blood pumping to his skull. He's got circulatory issues right here. This would be, I look at this a lot as like the Wheel of Fortune, where it's ruled by Jupiter, and it can have to do with excesses but also lymphatic circulation. And then here we are with the wall. So he's got a wall, well, literally on the emotional level, of course, because he's a psychopath, a born psychopath. He's got a wall around his heart. So his heart is always fighting to pump enough blood to his brain. And then with all of his emotional reactive issues, he's in constant emotional reaction, right? So there you go. And the emotions don't get cleared out because he doesn't feel his pain. He just numbs out, and then it further exacerbates the whole heart and lymphatic stress on his body. So he does have secrets. This is a hard look in the mirror for him, and this is his fractured reality of, Mr. Trumpet right there. Yeah, it's like ropes and ladders. This is kind of weird. But a broken... Ew, it's like, if somebody could throw him a rope, that might be the antidote. But he thinks that's the only way out is support. He's very dependent on other people's, what they think of him, how they see him. This could be eye problems. Wow. Opening up the little reading here, we've got, again, his insanity, emotional issues that are kept secret. I'm thinking Alzheimer's in here is also another key health issue that's a big problem for him. And this is karmic. This is a karmic life issue for him. He brought this in from his last lifetime. Wow. And he can, he can say whatever he wants. Go out there, blowing steam and doing whatever he wants. But the truth is, when push comes to shove with his health, it's always whipping up and hitting him where he doesn't want to feel it at whatever time. And this is interesting. I mean, maybe he cut himself and that is blood, or maybe it is on his hand, but maybe it actually was an open sore. Because the pentagram can be about health issues. And then here we have the poison. Like poison coming out, I guess. Right? Trumpeting out, health, poison coming out. I wonder if he has problems with his eyes. He's always fighting as well. Or maybe the cards are trying to tell me that what we are seeing is his constant emotional reaction, and where he's always just having to spew. He's always talking. He's always putting himself out there. Now he's seems to just be on his social media platform. I'm not even going to say the name of it. It's just all caps. He's just literally screaming at everyone all the time, all caps. Because there are certain social media rules where you don't use all caps unless we ask for it, like in live streams, so that we can see your question easier. But normally, if you're on any social media platforms and you put out all caps like that, people think you're yelling at them. And so he doesn't mind that. He doesn't mind just whipping all that up. But it's all coming back to him, and he's always in projection. So, and this is, even if it's not true, like let's say the red spots on his hand, let's say it's not true, because this is his health, but this reading is. But let's say the red spots aren't true. What is true about him, and we know this, is that he would put out anything about anybody to try and take down any opponent. So I think the key thing here, I think this is his health, as well as the key thing is his karma is coming back to him. We've got these mirrors here, and he's insane, and the antidote to his health issues would be for him to exercise his free will to to try to change things within, but we know he won't do that. On another level, this card could be that he is secretly drinking alcohol when he's getting into some dire straits, just as a quick numbing agent. So anyway, okay, so there's that. And let's look at, I think I should use the Kipper, and I want to know more about, rather than just looking at it as a week and, Celtic Cross, I think what I'd rather do is look at, I'll probably have to raise the camera up a little bit. There we go. I want to look at, what's he doing? What's he hiding? Is he squirreling away money so he can run away? Oh, and I'm sorry, I should have let you know ahead of time. This first deck is the Lenormand. It's out of print, though, the vintage Lenormand, but you might be able to find it. It's by rootweaver.com. You might be able to find it on eBay. The second deck was Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle. And this deck is the Kipper, Ciro Marchetti's Kipper. Okay, so what's he doing? What's he doing? What's he up to? Because, we know he's always got plan B and C and all that. And, if he tries to run away, he's not going to be any good to any of the countries, because they only want him for his influence in the United States. But then again, we don't have laws against foreign people buying up real estate in our country, so that's a problem. Oh, goodness. Okay, so wants to come through. Okay, so yeah, what's he doing? He doesn't mind taking risks in order to get some cash. Doesn't mind investing. He gambles with life. Okay, there it is. Yeah, he's worried about all these investigations coming down on him. That is the direction, the sole direction that he's always going in. And he is having incredible health issues. Interesting. Let's keep going here. Yeah, okay. So he has been making plans. He has been developing plans for out into the future. So let's keep going. Here are the money cards. Oh, right. Issues with paying his attorneys. He's always lying about exactly what his how his health is doing. Right. He's broke. He's going broke. See, that was one of the things that came through with the, the New York business fraud trial, is that, Tish James explained that the reason he started doing what he did, which is reevaluating all his properties to inflate their value, and then to have another set of books to deflate their value when he needed to get, because everyone needs the insurance policies, right? And he had all these loans out to Deutsche Bank, and so bottom line is he started cheating financially, and so that's all coming out into the open. That's why he was so interested in being there. He never had to show up for that trial and just sit there. But he did, and then he would talk afterwards. But anyway, the important piece is that he did what he did because he was going broke before. He wasn't doing so well before, and so that's out in the open now. He's never been the billionaire he says he is. And we know it's just all a big money laundering, locomotion for him, right? That's what Taj Mahal in Atlantic City was. That's what his casino was for. And, he got busted for that. And FinCEN, and this is a public record. In 2015, I think they fined him for $10 million for money laundering. How this guy was still able to run for president is just ridiculous to me. So anyway, for this week, he's feeling really bad about all of the lawsuits and the complaints against him, but also all of the, all the legal bills that he has to pay. His health, and you know how it is when you're not feeling good, it's hard to think straight, and it's hard to stay positive. I don't think he's ever been positive at all, but this is not easy for him. And again, here we have the money laundering, and it's being revealed. Jack Smith has been watching him. It looks like there is documentation to prove the money laundering that has gone through his organization. The house card for me, when I read on him, is all of Trump.org, Trump International, Trump, all of his resorts. This is Ivanka's card. This would be someone who seems to be supportive of him and has been keeping secrets, but she's not anymore. So this might be, excuse me, that Susie Wiles that I got yesterday, that she had flipped on him with Jack Smith, because Jack Smith had her in to speak to her. So anyway, opening up the reading, he has a painful loss of fortune because of all these lawsuits. It's really getting to him. With the four corners reveal that his reputation is crap. Trump Towers, the Trump brand is gone. There's a severe loss here. And the DOJ is coming after him. This would also be not just the DOJ, but all the other cases. I'm thinking, maybe this one has to do with Alvin Bragg's hush money, because this could be our, if I take Ivanka out of place here, read it on a different layer, this could be Stormy Daniels. Stormy Daniels. And that would be the hush money case that Judge Mershon and Alvin Bragg's the prosecutor, Judge Mershon, of course, is a judge. But, yeah, that's, and there's the documentation. See, and that's the other thing, too. It doesn't seem to matter which way we go, whether it's Judge Engeron and then Tish James in the New York business fraud trial. There's documentation. He's already guilty with that one. There's no judge. It's just a matter of how much money he's going to have to pay out. Well, so I think what the cards are trying to tell me is that this week we're going to know something about that one, that case might be finalized, and we'll know how much he has to pay out, because it had been going on for quite some time. He'd been trying to evade it, but it's going to cost him bigly. And then on another level, this might be, no, that's too young for E. Jean Carroll. This would be E. Jean Carroll. But I don't see her losing. Well, the problem is we know he's just going to file bankruptcy like crazy, and the IRS is going to be the ones that get their first dibs. IRS in New York State, they're going to get their first dibs on his assets. Here's asset loss right here. Asset, what do you call that when they just take their assets? Yeah. Yeah, and these would be court proceedings that actually take away his assets. Yeah, and the whole Stormy Daniels case, I feel, is in here. I don't have anything for this week. Doesn't look to me like, the Jack Smith's D.C. Judge Chetkin case. I don't have that in here. Well, maybe there's some progress with that one, because this is my J6 card, but, reading in different layers again. But then again, I've got the long time, that's going to probably take some time to be done with. Yeah. Let me look quickly as to, just to check in again, how's he going to do with, let's see, let me use this deck here. How's he going to do with the election? Because I'm feeling like we're going to be very fortunate if any of these cases are done with their trial. Although I did watch an interview with Merrick Garland this morning on CNN, where, or I got it, through the app, the little video. I watched the video where Merrick Garland was saying that everything was put into place for all of these trials ahead of time, and he doesn't have any recourse at all as to when the timing. Okay, because the question posed to him was, would the DOJ be holding back with anything because you're not supposed to put anything out right before an election? And he said that he doesn't have any recourse at all as to the timing that trials are done and complete. So he can't say. He couldn't say. But that they're in motion on the dockets, right, scheduled according to their dockets. He doesn't have anything to do with that. But it's starting to look like, because Trump will appeal everything, and everything will probably end up going to SCOTUS. And so it's just delay, 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 which has always been his MO. Okay. How is his election going to go for him, just to check in again? Okay, he has high hopes. That would be Melania. Yeah, she's probably already gone. High hopes, secrets. Secrets will come out. It might be Melania. Let me raise this up even more. Can I? There we go, I think. Yeah, that's as far as I can go. Unless I get up and move it. So, will it fit? Yeah, we're okay. Just have to lean back a little bit here. Let's do one more layer here. Yeah, no, he's not gonna win. And here's why. So the story goes, he has these high hopes. This would normally be a card for fulfillment, right? He thinks he's gonna win. And he's put his heart and soul into it. But he has all these secrets that are gonna come out. And it might be that Melania let something out, because I did get before that she was helpful with the FBI legal search and seizure, seizure, legal search and seizure. It was not a raid like he called it, but I got that she called the FBI. So anyway, he's not going to make it over that threshold. He won't get enough of he won't get enough votes, because he'll be cut out. Now, I don't have the little tower card here, so I can't say that it's a legal cutting out. I do think he's probably going to be on enough of the ballots. I don't know that, honestly, don't know that that SCOTUS, and this could be our book for, well, no, SCOTUS would be the little tower card. But the law over time, I think, is going to go in his favor because of SCOTUS, although I don't see him getting that immunity that he's asking for, because I've read on that in the past. There's no way they're going to go for that. But I'm thinking his legal cases are probably going to get pushed out way beyond the election, and the only justice we're going to see is whether or not he's reelected. By these cards, I would say no, that his own base, his own alliances, they betray him. This is the answer card here. His loyal, supportive base turns and betrays him because of mama bear issues. And maybe enough information comes out about Russia and Putin trying to, float him through it. His key support winds up being betrayed over time. And yeah, time's a wasting, but I don't know. I don't know that they're going to rule against him when it comes to SCOTUS. And when it comes to him winning, no, he's going to be seen. The important thing to remember is that he's going to be seen as a scam artist and a fraud and a grifter. He'll get a little bit of love from, if I take Melania out of this and just put it towards, stupid women, some stupid women, his base that are just gaga over him, because that's how some of these people are. They're just in a cult. They don't realize they're in a cult, and he's got his harem. So he's not going to make it through that keyhole. In fact, the keyhole card is a lot like the coffin card. There's a painful loss and a transformation and a major adjustment that needs to be made before you can get through it. And he's not going to do any of that. He might do a little bit over a long period of time, but it won't be enough. And even money coming in, this, the bear is often money, power, and protection. Well, it's cut, and he's betrayed. So I don't see win there, a win at all. So, okay, guess we can look forward to that. And that's probably what his soul needs to experience, is that absolute loss. So, okay. I hope you guys are doing well. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And or if I see you Saturday, I love it when you guys are there in the chat with Lisa and I. Saturdays at noon Pacific. Okay, bye.